Alright, welcome everyone to some more 3WC 2025 action. Round of 16 matchup this time is Brazil versus Russia. Seed 6 versus Seed 11. I am Nev, joined with me is Subaru Arima. What's up, man?
Hey Nev, thanks for casting this match with me. It's great to be here. It's been a crazy first weekend so far in this bracket stage of 3-digit World Cup 2025. We've seen many things. We've seen like sweeps, closer matches, and even 6-point margins on picks. So it's been a rough ride, and we haven't seen a tiebreaker yet, but in my humble opinion, this match could be one of the highest chances we have of seeing one, because Brazil versus Russia, as you said, seed 6 against 11. decently close seeding-wise, and if you look at those teams, both have really amazing players and really experienced players, especially on Team Russia, which are, I believe, all former or current OC World Cup players, so
Yeah, I believe so.
definitely a scary roster.
Yeah, for Russia, it's very interesting how they ended up with the seed 11. If you just look at the team, the players on that team, it's really, you could have maybe expected a little more from that team. Just kind of came down to the day, maybe, for the qualifiers.
Maybe that. Also, Russia in this type of tournament, you tend to see them fumble a bit early on, but if they manage to get through those first rounds and get to the later stages, this is when they'll really shine, especially with players like Skral, for example, who is known for his amazing skill cap, even participating in tournaments as high of a skill cap as like Corsair's Closed. And even though they're lacking some of their OC World Cup carries, such as Welter or Ciccone, you look at this roster: Skral, Din, Dasuk, Ice Shark, all very experienced tournament players, so very promising. And on the side of Brazil, you also have Korean Maluko and Nissan, those two big veteran players. Lots of consistency, and Izzy also really pulling off the great performance in OC World Cup. So I'm very, very much looking forward to seeing this match getting started, because on top of that, we're looking at two teams which skill sets clash pretty decently. Both are decently strong at double time, for example.
Yeah, double time being probably the most contested from the mods between these two teams. For Russia, I'm definitely looking at maybe some more gimmicky picks, for example, Hidden 2s or the Nomad 4s, where they actually did outperform Brazil in the qualifiers. So if Russia can perhaps find similar picks in this match.
Yep, definitely. Also, players like Nissan, for example, on the side of Brazil, very experienced players and very versatile. For example, being able to play hidden stuff as well with very high accuracy, most notably. And players like Korean Maluko and Izzy also carrying the A mechanics. This is probably some path they would want to take against Russia, question mark. It's going to be really hard to call because, as we said, both of these teams are very strong on the mechanics aspect.
Yeah, they'll just really... It'll come down to feeling each other as out a bit in the beginning. Seeing how they're coming into this match.
Yeah, we're probably going to see a bit of an observation round in those first picks. Maybe some breakpoints even.
Very likely.
We're still waiting on the bans currently. And do you have any predictions for the bans?
Well, I mean, purely off the qualifier results, maybe Brazil looking to perhaps ban that Hidden 2.
That would make sense.
Russia, maybe... I'm honestly not a clear ban for Russia here. I mean...
Yeah,
perhaps maybe just like... even like the easiest maps in the pool. From what they feel like are the easiest maps in the pool.
Yeah, definitely looking for a bit of a redemption, because last year they had a really promising team, but ended up getting upset in both.
Yeah, they went 0-2, right?
They went 0-2 despite seeding decently highly and getting the upset loss to Chile in the loser bracket, so...
Yeah, definitely want some redemption after that one.
Yeah, and Brazil, on the other hand, freshly out of a third-place performance last year, and which came as a bit of a surprise for some people, as the roster was looking strong on paper, but Brazil historically have had inconsistent results in 3-digit World Cup, so it was a very pleasant surprise to see them back hitting such strong performances. So trying to keep that going this year, and they are missing some of the players from last year, most notably Tafons and Niach, for example. But you look at Izzy, you look at Nissan, Korean Maluko, and even the players we haven't mentioned are all very experienced tournament players.
Yeah, they got Korean Maluko and Nissan stepping in this time. But I'm seeing the bans coming in now. Russia banning Hard Rock 1, kind of being one of the more stock standard maps in the pool. Just leans into that consistency Hard Rock style.
Yeah, the kind of old style map of Hard Rock 1, and that kind of makes sense though. You don't really want to go Hard Rock consistency against a player like Korean Maluko, as we were mentioning. So that's not too surprising of a ban from Russia. And now we're gonna wait on Brazil's ban. And as you mentioned,
the Hidden 2.
Yeah, the Hidden 2 is gonna be the one to be banned. And if you look at the qualifiers, it was the map with the most score difference between these two teams. So
yep,
no big surprise here. And most notably in the qualifiers, we saw a second place on DT1 by Brazil, but Russia also got a really good score on that map, so
Yeah,
it's not like DT1 is going to be an automatic win for Brazil.
gotta imagine on those DTs it was probably just a major underperformance for these players on the Russian side.
Yeah,
We're so used to seeing them dominate those DT picks in OWC especially.
Yeah, exactly, as you mentioned. And of course, you could also give credit to players who are absent from this roster, such as Ciccone, who is one of the best double-time players in the entire world, but he's not the only one on this team. You got players like Din, for example, players like Ice Shark, who are really performant on those double-time skill sets. And yeah, this is a scary Russian team. Honestly, I'm curious to see how they're going to perform in those early stages, if they gained a bit of consistency compared to last year. This really would be important. This was what they were lacking last year. And Brazil, I think, is a very interesting opponent for them in this first round.
And we'll see if Brazil can keep up with that qualifier performance. Is this the first pick coming? No, it's just the song. Nomad 2 being picked first by Brazil. Kind of the speedier Nomad pick.
Yeah, it's more of a bursty map than what you would expect from a normal Nomad 2, which would be more flow aim intensive. So, interesting pick from Brazil, and kind of a risky pick, as we mentioned, if you're looking at Russia's roster. And also, something interesting to note for those who are playing pick'ems, so far, this is the only match in which the highest seeded team is the one that has been the least picked, as only 37.7 people picked Brazil to win this match.
Interesting.
Yeah, this is very interesting. Despite the seeding difference, it looks like a lot of people are betting on Russia to perform well.
Yeah, this is the thing about these very unpredictable matchups. It could just go either way. You really cannot tell going into this.
As we're getting ready, we're starting to see the rosters form. Izzy and Nissan, of course, showing up for this map. This makes a lot of sense, especially Nissan looking really strong, as always, on these styles of maps. I'm expecting very high accuracy from him. Din, of course, is going to be there. Marushka's also showing up. I think Ice Shark, yeah, there he is.
Are we not seeing Korean Maluko in for Brazil?
Yeah, Korean, I don't know, he's of course capable of playing very, very well in pretty much every style of map, but
Maybe give some space to the other players to get into this match.
yeah, you look at these Brazilian players, they're all really known for their speed mechanics, so I'm not too shocked about not seeing Korean Maluko play Snap. What I'm shocked about, though, is seeing Tasuk stepping in instead of Din.
I mean, he was their best performer in qualifiers.
He's an amazing player, of course, but Din is really, like, historically in OC World Cup, he's been a speed specialist, so
maybe just doesn't like this kind of map, or maybe Desuke is feeling better on this between the two players. Some people, of course, really do not like this song, but
anyway, we're gonna get ready, get started.
Alright, getting into the first pick. This is Brazil's pick. The Nomad 2, 230 BPM. Burst consistency.
Yeah, we've seen this map being picked several times already during this weekend. We've seen, like, multiple good team scores on this map, actually. Most notably, I followed, of course, the France versus Germany match, and I think it was on this map Germany got, like, a double, almost triple FC, so really, really high score. And Nissan's going to be finding the first break so far this intro. Accuracy is looking favored towards Brazil, as the score bar still remains slightly on Brazil's side despite the Nissan break.
Everyone for Russia still. Definitely with an early break somewhere.
Russia stabilizing those accuracies, taking the lead. Ice Shark was actually, I'm going to say it was above this 99 margin.
Actually, slight accuracy lead Brazil, but with the combos now, especially the Brazils.
Big break.
How do you pronounce that, Dave?
I have actually no idea. I was hoping you'd know, but let's call it Shuk, I guess.
Well, let's go with Shwook.
Shuk. So break from Shuk, also big accuracy loss on this burst. And
Nissan as well.
Break.
That's a key player for Brazil finding a break.
Yeah, now that scoreboard is flying over to Russia's side as Shuk finds another break. It's only Izzy, and Izzy lost a lot of accuracy as well under all of the accuracies from the Russian side. Look at this performance from Russia. Tasuk finally finds a miss, as well as Ihushka, but Izzy trades it.
Only FC for Ice Shark. This is not how you wanted your first pick to go as Brazil. You have no FCs to match Ice Shark.
And Ice Shark also with the accuracy, 99% on this map, just shredding those bursts. Nissan recovered the accuracy very well, but doesn't have the combo to contend with Ice Shark full combo. And Hushka's gonna miss once again, but Izzy is matched by Dazuke, and so it's just Ice Shark alone.
It's only the very small combo recoveries for Brazil. And Ice Shark with the FC intact is just completely running away with this lead.
As we reach the final quarter of this map, Ice Shark finally breaks. Is there time for Brazil to recover this 470k lead? I don't think there is, because you'd have to have the full combo. You just you don't have the time, don't have the map density, and especially.
And there goes the recoveries.
Yeah, that first pick massively backfiring, and Brazil not working out for them, unfortunately, this first map. As Russia were simply too dominant on the accuracy and on the combo. It's going to be an opening breakpoint for the Russian Federation.
From what I've seen in this map so far, these scores actually kind of going maybe below average from what we've seen so far from this map.
Yeah, I'd have to agree there. 2 500Ks, 1 300K. Perhaps the nerves of the first map.
Yeah, early stage nerves, perhaps.
Yeah. Because even like on Russia's side, they're not bad scores, but when you look at their roster, you definitely would expect like at least one full combo, and Ice Shark was decently close to that. Did find a few misses towards the end, but was holding the 99% accuracy. But what's a bit concerning though is that even the AC was on Russia's side for most of the map, which means like consistency-wise, Brazil simply wasn't up there with them.
Russia taking away an early break point. They will now have the chance to take one of their own picks, putting them at 1 breakpoint advantage.
That is a big opportunity for Russia. They want to convert this into a 2-0 lead with their first pick. But where do they go? They could go DT2 or DT3 after what happened on this Nomad 2 pick.
Oh yeah, especially after breakpointing your opponent on a speed pick. Picking speed is very viable.
Now, of course, this was only 230 bursts, and DT3 is much faster at 270, if I'm not mistaken.
Around there.
Yeah, it's 270 BPM, and DT2 is more of a stamina map, sitting at 207 BPM, so not exactly the same playstyle for these tapping-focused maps, but definitely still there is an opportunity for Russia to take this early lead as they go over the first pick. And it's going to be free mod 2, actually.
Kind of flow alt?
Yeah, flow alt, not exactly what we were expecting, but maybe they want to keep those speedier picks in their pockets for now.
We did see a similar pattern with the picks and a similar pattern with the breakpoint early on in the match between Finland and Philippines earlier. I think Finland breakpointed the Nomad 2 first, and then they picked free mod 2 immediately after, and that backfired for Finland.
Yep.
Hopefully we'll see if that pattern repeats here as well.
Something interesting to see is the presence of Nissan in this roster, of course. He's going to play a lot of maps, being one of the core players for Brazil. And something interesting to note with Nissan's playstyle is that he has this tendency to single-tap alt maps. So, probably going to see that from him. Korean Maliko is also going to step in, maybe going to take the Hard Rock actually on this map.
I'm really going to be looking at those modded players to make the bigger difference for this map.
And Nissan is most likely going to take the Hidden, as we see Izzy. Izzy could take the Hard Rock as well, and leave the Nomad to Korean Maliko if they want to go the consistency route with their carry player. Whereas for Russia, Growl could basically take anything, basically an all-rounded player. Hensumi is going to step in, and we're probably going to see Dazuke step in once again.
Yeah, could you see... I mean, I can't really predict any of the Russian players because all of these, like, these three players could kind of swap in between whoever feels best on whichever mod.
That's kind of true. Maybe Hensumi with the Hidden. It was a Hidden field player for the OSU World Cup rosters in Russia, but Hidden was one of their weaknesses, so it's kind of hard to call. And we are, in fact, going to see the Hard Rock on Korean Maliko. And it is going to be Hensumi Hidden and Dazuke taking the Hard Rock, so Growl leaving the Nomad. And it looks like on Brazil's side...
Loading.
Yeah.
Izzy on Hidden, yeah.
Izzy's taking the Hidden, so despite Nissan being a comfortable hidden player, it's going to be Izzy. And we are... Is that Bancho? Or is that 2 early misses for Brazil?
Really, this is just Bancho. That seemed odd.
Yeah. And as we're getting settled to the second map in this match, it's looking like that wasn't Bancho. That's a double miss early on for Izzy and Nissan.
It's a lot of accuracy as well dropped for Brazil.
Yeah. Yeah, Izzy dropping below 93%, as well as Handsome Me struggling a little bit, finding the first miss for Russia. So it's going to be a very early lead for Russia. This map is really short also, so every miss is going to massively count for the total score bar.
Really expecting the Nomad players to pretty easily get through this map, but those modded players... Wait.
Yeah, and so far the Nomad, look at this accuracy on Sproul. He was holding 99% for a while. And Korean Maluko is winning the accuracy battle against the Suk, but simply does not really have the axe support, though it is swinging back towards Brazil with this later miss from Handsome Me.
Handsome Me on the recovery, giving the advantage away to Brazil.
Yeah, because those 2 early misses on Izzy and Nissan were basically so early that they don't really matter. So it is going towards Brazil now, but it's really close, and all of the players are still holding, so the combo is like...
Dude, we're all at the ending already.
3/4 away through. We're at the ending, as you're saying. It's going to be really close, but Brazil still has it. Are we going to see a late miss? Korean Maluko misses. And Izzy misses.
No, meltdown for Brazil.
It's a full reset for Brazil right at the end.
All of Russia hold. Full meltdown Brazil. They had it going into the ending section, but they just weren't able to hold on. Yeah, Russia not giving away a breakpoint.
As you saw, that lead just swung over to Russia in those last few seconds, and almost 300k difference. And like 10 seconds before the map ended, it was so close. It was like 10,000 points. And those late misses on all 3 Brazilian players just costing them the point. And it is going to be a confirmed breakpoint early on for Russia.
Pick back over to Brazil. That Nomad 2 didn't work out. What could they be picking into next? You'd imagine that they would have wanted to win that Nomad 2 and build the confidence into picking maybe the DTs after.
Man,
not sure how they're feeling now.
That full reset was heartbreaking. The opportunity was there for the breakpoint. So now you're Brazil. You're losing 2-0, lost your first tapping pick, and it's going to be DT1, which was the highest scoring map for them in the qualifiers. So might as well go with that. Brazilian players pulling out one of their strongest skill sets as their following pick.
Very standard DT1 style of slot. It's just DT aim, 10.3.
And to be fair, that was a really good score from Brazil on that Fremont 2 pick. Just Russia held it when it mattered.
Both teams doing reasonably well on that map. Russia just slightly better.
Yeah, that DT1 pick, I think it's a very good pick for Brazil. If you really want to keep that lead from getting out of hand, pull out your best map from qualifiers, best skill set. You got those experienced DT players on this roster. Korean Maluko and Nissan are going to stay in the lobby. Probably going to see Izzy once again on this map.
This map being another one of those which had really high scores in previous matches. Probably expecting to see that here as well, especially from these teams.
Yeah, and so we're seeing the rosters form once again. Ice Shark going to make his return. Maybe we're going to see Din on this one. Dushka is going to step in once again. Who's going to be the 3rd player for Brazil? Maybe Shuk could come back as well. He was present on the Nomad 2 pick.
It's going to be Desuke.
And Desuke showing up for not Brazil, for Russia.
Izzy for Brazil.
Yeah, Izzy being basically the 3rd core member for this roster, really showed up in Oster World Cup, and despite Brazil not going super far in that tournament, really showed promising performances. And this is also why I love 3-Digit World Cup, is you see like those newer faces mashed up with older veteran players, and that gives us those very interesting teams to watch every year. And it's a great opportunity for some countries to rebuild and others to maintain dominance with their veteran players. We're going to get started in this 3rd pick of the map. Brazil looking to finally get one on the board and not get this Russian lead get out of hand. And so far, the triple SS being maintained in this intro.
Yeah,
Gotta
this
say,
one being
yeah, go ahead,
probably
sorry.
one of them. Yeah, this one being probably one of the most or more comfortable maps overall for all players in this pool.
Yeah, definitely would want to agree. Also, identical accuracies on the 3 Russian players so far. You're definitely going to see a lot of this consistency, and Ice Shark is going to be finding the first miss. And so far, we've kind of seen this recurring theme of Brazil getting the early act lead. Dasuk is going to find another miss.
We could actually see that miss from Ice Shark actually matter quite a bit.
That's only one FC now for Russia. Dahushka, the only one holding. And at the end of this first Kiai, triple FC still on the side of Brazil. Maybe finally getting us on this match, getting one on the board.
After this break, this map starts getting pretty linear for quite a while, and then there's another fairly long break, like all the way at the end.
The accuracies did drop on some of these players. Is it below 99? As well as 2 of the Russian players, or only 1 now. Dasuk finally revealed this accuracy, but still the combos mattering, and Dahushka doing all he can, but matching 3 FCs on the side of Brazil, it's a bit much for only 1 player. It's going to be the recoveries now mattering. They're just waiting for 1 Brazilian miss. And as we reach the halfway point, it's not seeming to happen yet.
Now, this is what you want Brazil's picks to look like. Asserting some dominance early on. You'd hope they all hold on.
As we got Bantrol Troll a little bit, still holding to this triple FC, and we're getting to a 250k lead now, and maybe a bit of a breathing room now for the Brazilian players, as they're still all 3 of them are still holding with great accuracies.
If they survive just a little longer, there goes Ice Shark again. No recovery for him left anymore. Dahushka, no, is not gonna have much help. It's just Dasuke on the recovery. A little bit of Banter trolling.
We're starting to see why Brazil got such a high seeding on this DT1 in qualifiers. Look at this dominant performance. Triple FC still, and the triple 800k score, and Dahushka is doing everything he can, but it just doesn't matter when you got 3 FCs on the other side. Nearly 500k lead, despite Russia pulling off a pretty decent score.
They don't get caught by this slight spike after the break. They could end up having a crazy team score.
Yeah, we're going for the triple FC now.
Yeah, nobody missing their Ice Shark breaks again. Only one to break.
Nissan.
There goes that crazy team score, unfortunately, but I think they've still done enough work.
Yeah, we're going to hit that 3 million mark for Brazil, and that must be comforting. You get your second pick, such a great performance. Basically, their pocket pick in this match, and brilliantly works out for them as Dasuk finds another miss towards the end. And that's still not a bad score for Russia, but Brazil simply being too dominant. Double FC on Korean Malako and Izzy, and Nissan nearly getting there, and I believe holding the 99% accuracy. Okay, not quite, but almost there.
Still, really good team score for Brazil. Gonna be a sigh of relief there, not giving away another pick to Russia. But now they gotta work to steal one back from Russia.
Exactly, and they get one on the board, but it only starts here for Brazil. And looking at Russia, they still had really solid performances on the first pick, as well as Brazil's first pick, so maybe Russia aiming for another Fremont map.
Oh, hidden one. A bit of a deep spiky hidden map.
That hidden one is an interesting pick. And you did mention earlier in the qualifiers that hidden 2 was the biggest difference maker between Brazil and Russia, so opting for hidden. However, it is interesting to note that in the qualifiers, Brazil were 4th.
Did better.
Yeah, they were 4th on hidden 1, and Russia were 15th, so it was quite a big difference, almost 500k points between these 2 teams. So hopefully Russia does a little better on this hidden 1, as it is a different type of map, but still a bit more of a risky pick than that first Fremont map.
You gotta imagine Russia just has like 3 FCs on team sheet, and they just go, oh yeah, we have 3 FCs, just go for it.
Either that, or they're banking on the lack of consistency on the side of Brazil. Regardless, we're going to see Skral and Handsome Me step in once again, and Deske is probably going to be the third player for Russia, as well as Nissan basically perma-lobbying so far, and Korean Malako stepping in as well. Don't know if we're going to see Izzy for this one.
Really, Desuke will be hopping in for Russia again.
Yeah, we haven't seen much of the other Brazilian players so far. It's been Nissan, Korean, Izzy, and Shug played one map. Russia have been rotating the roster a bit more so far.
We haven't seen Vitor or Din in this match, right?
Yeah, we haven't seen Vitor, Din, and Vitoed also.
Oh yeah, Vitoed also.
And Izzy's going to be stepping back in, swapping with the Su as we get ready. So, yeah, expected roster on Russia's side, and we could have seen one switch on the Brazilian side, but those are their core three, so might as well make them play if they're comfortable. As we are going to get started into this fourth map, and Russia looking to maintain this 2-point lead. Brazil looking to get a breakpoint.
This map starts off with a bit of a more difficult section right away. We'll see those early misses could end up counting. We've got a bit of a downtime then until there's a bit of a more diff spiky section towards the end.
Yeah, those diff spike flamey sections are really tricky on hidden. Gonna get started. And this is a longer map, so also gonna be testing the consistency of these players. And as we get through this slow intro, you see a bit of an act loss on Izzy on Nissan. Russia gonna be taking this early lead so far. No drops in this intro.
Be getting some flow aim and oh Russia!
My god!
Double
Sprout with the huge chain miss as well. Handsome me.
They're gonna be tanking quite a bit. Nissan tanks a bit of his score as well, but 2 FCs.
Izzy, make that one. Make that one with Izzy missing on basically air, and he already tanked a lot of accuracy on these streams as he does once again. So it's only Korean versus Desuke, but
Nissan tanking more.
Yeah, those recoveries on Russia are getting there.
That's
Sprout
the early
recovers his
diff
accuracy.
spike. And we're pretty much past that stream now. If they just survive a little bit through this aim, they will be having better recoveries going into the ending.
Those accuracies on Brazil are really hurting their score. 93% on Nissan, 94 on Izzy. Whereas the lowest accuracy in Russia is 97 on Handsome Me, and both Handsome Me and Skral managed to recover their combos to support the 99% FC on Desuke. Whereas Korean Maluko also holding on to FC with high accuracy when he's blown. Skral missing
is a pretty not an ideal break because there's a lot of free combo that they would have really wanted to take advantage of here.
Yeah, that was a pretty random pattern miss on, but it is what it is. Still the accuracy advantage for Russia, but now the scorebar is going to slowly start shifting towards Brazil with those Nissan and Izzy recoveries.
It is still going to stay with Russia for a while thanks to those accuracies, but with the combo game they can start stealing this away, but very slowly.
Look at this accuracy on Desuke's FC. He's just murdering this map right now. Even Korean Maluko is doing brilliantly.
Those two are going to be the key players at the moment for these two teams. Nissan, no recovery for them.
The second stream part, Izzy drops a lot of accuracy as well, a lot of 50s there.
We are going to be getting to the ending diff spike very shortly here.
Combo advantage back in Russia's favor with that miss from Nissan.
If any of those big combos break, they turn the tide immediately.
Yeah, Nissan's gonna miss once again, but you want to see either Korean or Desuke miss, regardless of who you're hoping to see win this map. But so far, Russia with the 200k advantage now with this auto miss from Nissan is only further gonna push the combo advantage in favor of Russia as we're heading towards this last quarter of the map. And Skral and Handsome Me, Skral and Izzy, Handsome Me, it's only the FCs are holding actually.
The FCs are going off.
But it's not going to matter. That means it's going to basically stay still until the end of the map. If both FCs hold, you'd have to see Desuke miss if you want to see Brazil come back in this.
Despite Korean doing really well for Brazil, not enough help from the team. Russia will be taking this one.
Yeah, and brilliantly they will, with Desuke holding on this 99% accuracy, full combo score, even higher act than Korean Maluko. That's a brilliant effort from Korean Maluko, but Handsome Me and Skral doing more than enough to match Nissan and Izzy's recovery.
Came down to the better team performance. despite the fact that Brazil had a better hidden one in qualifier stage, Russia showing up here.
Yeah, very nice score from Russia. Compliments to the suit with the brilliant FC matched by Korea and Malako, both over 1 million points. Just over 1 million points for Korea and Malako, 1,075,000. But yeah, very, very nice scores. And as you said, the team difference on Hansumi and Skral doing what's necessary to match, more than match Izzy and Nissan's scores, which is going to mean a third point on the board for Russia and maintaining this 2-point lead. And now Brazil, back where they were 2 maps ago, needing to win their following pick and then hope to get a break point.
Pressure is still on for Brazil. They gotta be able to still keep finding their own picks. And they need to find a break point to try to force a tiebreaker at the very least.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see this match get closer, so if you're hoping to see at least one tiebreaker match this weekend, this is probably a solid contender, so hoping to see Brazil keep going, keep moving forward and pull out great scores like they did on that DT1 pick. It's maybe some of the other double time maps could be interesting for Brazil.
I was about to mention.
Yeah, despite the Nomad 2 loss.
Yeah, you really gotta brush the Nomad 2 loss aside and maybe look at the fact that, yeah, you did win the DT1 in quite a dominating fashion. But no, Hard Rock 2, they're gonna be switching it up.
Hard Rock Precision map. Precision Floyd map. That is a tricky one. Yeah, that's a bit of a risky map, but you gotta try anything to get that lead back. So Hard Rock 2 is gonna be for now, and I don't know if we're gonna see Nissan on this one. Korean Malako is definitely gonna play that.
This one being maybe even one of the more riskier maps in the pool to pick, but Brazil gonna be taking that chance here. This map is rather, or relatively easy until those slightly more difficult stream sections towards the ending. So really want to be holding your combos, like almost, if not FCing, you want to at least hold until the ending.
Yeah, exactly. Look like we're gonna see Nissan and Korean Malako once again. Maybe Izzy's gonna step in once again for this one. Good Hara player. Hushka is staying in the lobby for now. Don't know if we're gonna see him on this map, but most likely we're gonna see Skral play this one. Ice Shark is stepping in the lobby.
You see Ice Shark, Dahushka, Desuke.
Another 3-minute long map, by the way. It's gonna be the same core roster for Brazil on their third pick, so hoping to make it work so they can get the second point on the board. Hope to get a break point following this one. And no Skral actually for this one is going to be Dahushka, Desuke, and Ice Shark.
Probably just ended up coming down to who feels like it in the moment when you have to play this now in the match. And this is the lineups they're going to be going with.
And here we go for this 5th map and 3rd Brazilian pick.
3 minutes of CS 6.5. Pretty short streams, some slightly longer. A little bit of aim here and there. Really break Desuke, but well, gonna be finding a couple of breaks, tanking that accuracy a little bit as well.
Yeah, the early shaky performance on Desuke, you're already starting to see him shake a little bit.
Hey, if you're gonna be breaking at all in this map, you'd prefer to be breaking either all the way at the beginning or all the way at the end.
Yeah, meanwhile,
very tragic to miss in the middle.
We had a couple of very high accuracies. Nissan only recently dropping his SS, and Dahushka still holding on 99 plus accuracy on this map. Really impressive. This is OD10 Hard Rock, so still gonna see this early lead swinging towards Brazil for now.
Highest accuracy in the lobby, Dahushka.
Yeah, Dahushka still 99.44. Really impressive accuracy. Highest in the lobby. And Korean Malako also nearly at 99%. And it's really only the Desuke miss making the difference so far, as we're going to hit this first jive with a very, very slim lead for Brazil. Only 13,000 points.
It's going to be very key that all players hold their combos as we get into a slightly more difficult stream section very shortly here.
Yeah, and those Brazilian players, you don't want to see what happened on that 3-2 earlier where they were holding this slim lead for the majority of the map and they dropped right at the end. And with those accuracy drops, it's actually going to start swinging towards Russia. And Izzy's going to miss. Going to be traded by the Hushka. That was the highest accuracy in Russia, so that's going to help Brazil a little bit more.
Yeah, that's going to hurt Russia more. That high accuracy player going down.
Exactly. Yeah, Izzy and the Hushka trading once again. Izzy dropping once again, and also Nissan dropping a lot of accuracy on this section, a lot of hundreds, so it's going to be a 25k difference in Russia's favor so far.
Yeah, actually, Brazil dropping a lot of their accuracies, keeping the lead for Russia.
So it's Ice Shark and Deske against Nissan and Korean Maliko. Deske basically an FC, it's like 50 combo up. And Hushka and Izzy are basically matching each other, but Izzy did find the biggest back drop, but Nissan is going to drop on nothing, and that's going to give this lead back to Russia.
This was Brazil's pick. This is not how you want it to go.
Yeah, Dasuke's going to miss, though. So now it's really Ice Shark against Korean Maliko. The first one to miss basically drops the point for this team. It's a 50k difference.
It is going to come down to the ending streams here between these two players. They could be making the difference for their teams.
Who can carry their team to the finish line on this Hard Rock 2 map is going to be Korean Maliko or Ice Shark.
There are no big recoveries.
And no big... Ice Shark's going to be the first one to miss, actually. Korean Maliko now with a massive opportunity. And it is going to swing back to Brazil.
Yeah, he's running away with that lead immediately. Nissan breaking, but it's not going to matter. It's not Korean Maliko.
What a savior. Korean Maliko still holding on the full combo with the Izzy recovery now. This was scary, but it looks like it's going to work out for Brazil on this third pick of theirs.
Korean Maliko stepping up.
And Korean Maliko, yeah. The classy FC from Korean Maliko. And that was really scary for a while, but when it mattered, Korean Maliko, the everlasting veteran, making it work for Brazil in their third pick and getting the second point on the board.
That was looking very scary in the middle of the map, especially with that break from Nissan. They do end up taking it, thankfully, but they still have a lot of work ahead of them. Russia still ahead 1 breakpoint.
And Izzy also had a very decent recovery right at the end, and actually almost managed to match Nissan's score. And it's unfortunate for Dehushka because he was really showing an awesome accuracy in this first part of the map, but dropped several times after that. And Ice Shark also decent effort to match Korean Maliko's FC, just dropped on the final section.
And now Russia's pick. Russia's pick have kind of been... They picked the free mod 2, which is like flow alt. Then they picked hidden 1, which is flow aim. Just kind of in a similar realm.
You're starting to wonder if that no mod 3 wouldn't be interesting for Russia.
Yeah. Or maybe even a free mod 1, perhaps, if they just want to straight up stick to
and it's going to be free mod 3, actually.
So the anti-mod pick.
Yeah, anti-mod. I mean, free mod has looked Russian favorite so far, but this is really particular, so...
This map is... Yeah, you go ahead.
I was just going to say, curious to see what the mods are going to look like on Russia's side, because on Brazil, you're pretty much guaranteed to see Korean Maliko take Hard Rock and either Izzy or Nissan take Hidden.
And my testing of this map is very hard for the hidden players, so really going to be looking at those players to maybe make a big difference for their team.
Yeah, always interesting to cast with a playtester.
So, and actually Russia did have that better hidden 2 performance, so maybe leaning towards that idea with this free mod 3.
Very well could be, yeah.
Maybe betting that they have the better hidden player for this, and everyone else tries to match the opponent.
Handsome Me and Deske are going to step in once again. Maybe we're going to see Skral on this one. I'd be surprised. You could see Ice Shark for the precision, as he was the top performer on that Hard Rock 2 for Team Russia. Handsome Me probably with the hidden, that or Dasuke, but I'd be surprised to see Ice Shark take hidden. And
could be
either Izzy or Nissan for hidden.
Yeah, I believe Ice Shark is probably going to be Hard Rock, and then it's going to be between Handsome Me or Desuke, Nomad or Hidden.
Do you think we might see an overmod in this one?
Honestly, not out of the question. We could see double hard rocks for either team. That is possible.
Yeah, both teams looked pretty solid on precision, so the overmodding wouldn't be absurd. And we're gonna get started, and now another opportunity for Brazil to get a breakpoint. They can tie it up back 3-3, and it's gonna be Handsome Me on the hidden, and Desuke actually on the hard rock, and Nomad for Ice Shark.
Okay.
And no surprises on the side of Brazil. It's gonna be Korean Marlico taking that hard rock, of course, and Izzy taking the hidden.
Yeah, we'll see if this map is as brutal for these players on the hidden.
Same mod combination that we saw from Brazil on that other Fremont map, the Fremont 2. It's going to be the early miss for Brazil with Izzy dropping in
A
this
lot of accuracy drops all across the board.
Oh yeah, multiple players dropping below 90% actually. Izzy did find a second break on this. Those sections are particularly brutal. Now it's going to be followed up by Nissan dropping as well, so it's already only Korean Maluko holding on the full combo. And triple FC so far. Never mind, actually. Handsome Me's going to miss.
He does have the better hidden score compared to Izzy, so he's making a difference with that.
Looks like Izzy's really struggling. Maybe perhaps tanking the hidden. It's going to be traded now between Nissan and
It's the Hard Rock players.
So it's the Hard Rock players now. Once again, the duel. One of the Russian players being opposed to Korean Maluko on the Hard Rock, and that's not something you want for your team, to have to beat Korean Maluko on Hard Rock.
We're getting into some more snap aim into a bit of flow pattern. Handsome not going to be finding any more combo. Actually, Izzy has a slight, he's caught up to Handsome Me a bit with the hidden score.
Yeah, Handsome Me's going to drop once again, and it's basically like trades between Izzy and Handsome Me. And Ice Shark and Nissan are both recovering the Nomads. And now it's a slight combo lead for Brazil, actually, despite the score lead still being in Russia's favor. But it's going to be really close, as you're saying. We're hitting this final quarter, and Nissan is going to drop. And now it's about 100k difference in the favor of Russia, and this Desuke still holding on that full combo. And Izzy now dropping as well, so it's all the hopes are now only on Korean Maluko. Desuke is going to miss, though.
That's a big break. Korean Maluko once again. He has the key. He has the key to take this away for Brazil.
Is there enough time, though? Ice Shark has some combo.
He has the FC still going. His score is going to start scaling to a million shortly here.
Oh no, the slider break! The slider break from Korean Maluko basically burying their chances of coming back in this map, as Ice Shark also drops, but Handsome is there with the 250 combo to hold it right till the end for Russia. That was close.
Oh, Korean... I'm not even sure if he had the keys in the end for that. Still kept it close with that solid 900k Hard Rock score.
Man, that was really close, and it was really only Korean. Look at this 900k score, almost matched by Desuke as well. Those Hard Rock scores really being the outperformers on this map, but this time slightly swinging in Russia's favor thanks to Ice Shark Nomad score.
Yeah, this map ended up being pretty brutal for the hidden and Nomad players.
Yeah, those hidden players really tanking indeed. And even Nissan struggling a little bit. And now it's going to be 4-2 in favor of
still
Russia.
Holding on to the lead.
It's going to be Brazil's pick now to come. And you're starting to look at those DT maps if you're Brazil, I think.
They will have to come out eventually. Unless they're feeling like that Nomad 1.
Nomad 1 could be an option, actually. The aim consistency usually looks pretty good for Brazil.
And they did win out that DT1, so they could bet on them having better aim consistency.
Well, we're getting in a bit of a danger zone now with Russia up to 4 points. If Brazil drops this next pick, it's going to be Nomad 1, actually. You did call it. Nice calling for this one.
There it is.
But yeah, if Brazil drops this point, it's match point in favor of Russia with their own pick to come. So really, really danger zone for Brazil now. They really have to focus and win this map at all costs.
This Nomad 1 being a bit of a different style Nomad 1 than the qualifiers one. This one being maybe a little bit more awkward aim style.
Yeah, it's not really, as you say, your conventional Nomad 1 pick, so you gotta start taking risks when you're at this point in the match, and it is still a map that I think looks decently good on paper for Brazil.
Yeah, purely if you look at those qualifying scores, the Nomad one makes sense. Brazil got number 4 on that. Just stick to your guns.
It's been a very interesting match so far. A lot of close picks, but Russia with a slightly higher consistency on most of these maps. Sorry, and we're going to once again see this core roster. Actually, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of 2020 when Brazil went up to the second place finish, which I believe was their best.
Yeah.
Was their best result, and they only had 4 players.
You are correct.
And it's kind of reminiscent of that period where Brazil, despite the lack of number of players, really hitting those higher skill cap map pools, was really outperforming most teams. And I think they only lost in grand finals to the United States, and it even I believe they took it in the bracket reset actually, so it was really, really close.
And I think Brazil also made it last year, I think.
Last year. Yeah, number 3 last year as well. But they had a full team playing last year, and I mean, they have a full team this year as well, and I'm hoping that we get to see some of their players we haven't really seen today later on in this tournament. But so far it's going to be Korean Malico, Izzy, and Nissan once again on this map, the core 3, and Handsome Me, Desuke, and Skral on this one on the side of Russia, and Handsome Me, sorry, finding the first miss.
Robo back in the lobby for Russia.
Yeah, Skral actually did not play that many maps, despite, in many people's eyes, probably being the biggest carry on this roster.
Maybe speaks volumes about this Russian team. They don't have to put Scrabble in for everything. Yeah. They've got a good enough team for everything.
Yeah, speaks miles about their consistency indeed. So far, the combo lead is going to stay in favor of Brazil with that early Handsome Me miss, and the accuracy as well, with Nissan holding on that very high 99%. First KI, those streams getting by for everybody, and it's going to be a 20k lead as we hit the first KI in favor of Brazil. We're not out of the woods yet. It's only to start, and Brazil needs to hold these combos.
Around 200 combo jumps now. Some aim. Section which hopefully everyone on Brazil survives through, this being Brazil's pick, and they still want to stay in this game. Russia holding still. Handsome Me, the only one with the early break, but he's on a recovery, so any break for Brazil will immediately turn it over.
Yeah, Handsome Me basically almost has a full combo. It's
very,
very high combo. So any break from Brazil is going to swing this lead right back to Russia instantly.
Would be interesting to see if that early break came to haunt them for this one.
Oh yeah, that would be crazy. Imagine like a triple SC on the side of Brazil. That would be crazy.
Tragic.
As we're hitting the halfway mark, so far, still everybody holding. It's just Handsome Me with a slightly low combo making a difference. And the accuracy actually is looking a bit better overall on Russia's side, despite Nissan having the top act of the lobby. 399%. I mean, there was 399% before that act drop on Handsome Me on the side of Russia.
More jumps to go now. Are we going to end up seeing no breaks?
Oh, this is so tense, man. It's really close.
Brazil holding on. They are down 1 break point. Do not want to concede another one.
Yeah, those linear patterns.
Jump sections. Everyone's surviving. Nobody's finding breaks.
And Izzy did manage to get that accuracy back up almost to 99% as well as Korean Malico. Big jumps, and still everybody's hitting it. Nissan's going to be the first one to miss, though.
The one you don't want to be seeing for Brazil.
Straight by Sproul.
2 versus 2.
Oh my god, this is so tense. It's only 15k difference, and we're hitting the last quarter of the map, and it is still so close, and the accuracies are matching, the combos are matching. Handsome Me's gonna miss.
Out.
And it's now only Desuke, Izzy, and Korean Malico still holding. Are they gonna make it happen? Is gonna be a 3rd point for Brazil.
Yeah, they are growing that lead. I think they got away with it.
And Handsome Me missing once again. It's only Desuke. Izzy's gonna miss, but I think it's a bit too late now.
Yeah, they did enough. Brazil staying alive in this.
Man, that was close. Russia's really pulling off a good score on this one. One FC double 700k, but not enough to match Brazil, with Izzy nearly full comboing this map, and Korean Malico once again
overall
pushing
nice
them through the finish
for
line.
Everyone.
Yeah, the lowest score is 758k on Skral. That tells you this lobby was stacked on this Nomad 1 pick. And matching full combos from Korean Malico and Desuke once again, reminiscent of this earlier Hidden 1 map.
With Brazil staying in this, they are not giving in. Back over the Russia with their next pick.
And is Russia now starting to look at these DT maps or not?
I would imagine they're going to be picking the free mod one. They're picking all the free mods. Free mod one being kind of a flow mech tech style.
And also a shorter map.
Yeah.
Freshly out of the consistency, longer map. Now it's a shorter map. And as you said, Russia really going the free mod route in this match. And so far, it worked out for them. But yeah, it's really like those DT maps really are looking like the danger zone, like the late stage picks in this match that no one really wants to go for because both teams are so stacked
to gamble on those.
Yeah, exactly. It's much of a gamble, and you gotta hope we're gonna see Nissan, Korean, and Izzy once again on this free mod pick. And this is a very short flamey map, so very, very dangerous, and more of a risky pick actually from Russia. I'd say probably the riskier pick so far.
This being the one map where shouldn't be expecting any overmods.
I don't think so.
This is the one where you want to have that one no mod. Just confirm the FC every time.
Yeah. So, waiting on the players. Maybe Deske is going to show up. Had a great performance so far. And we're going to see Shug actually come in for a second map. So, no Nissan for the first time of the match as Izzy steps in with Shug on the side of Brazil. Versus Strau, Hensami, Deske. So, the rosters are fixed and now it's a matter of who performs the best on this short map. Are Brazil going to tie it up 4-4? Or is Russia going to push it to the match point?
2-minute fighters. Map length being 158. It's a bit of a fraud there. The players are getting ready. We are going to be going into this.
I mean, this match is delivering so far, matching it's matching the scoreline of the closest match we've had this weekend so far, that being UK versus Oceania. And we're already at 4-3 in favor of Russia with the Russian pick, and it's going to be Deske Hard Rock, Hansamy Hidden.
Yeah, no overmods.
Yeah, and Izzy
not even a hidden Hard Rock.
I mean, unless you have someone like Zudinator on your team, which is not the case, of course. This being
we did see that for Skiatso for UK did go hidden Hard Rock on this.
Oh, my bad. Completely forgot about this one. Yeah, Skia overmodding this one. This is kind of crazy. And Deske finding the early big break actually on the Hard Rock, so early lead for Brazil.
This map will come down to a lot of those more high-spacing flow aim parts. Some slider aim in between.
And the accuracy also looking slightly in favor of Brazil so far, with the very high hard rack on Korean Maliko, and also 99% on Shug. And Hansamy, 99.40 on the hidden. Very good performance as well. Skral and Deske are slightly lacking behind. But it's only this big difference. Hansamy actually is going to find a slider break as well as this Deske, so that's a big drop on Russia.
Brazil locking in for this one.
And that's the big first opportunity they had to take a break point. And as we're reaching the halfway mark, it's still triple FC on the side of Brazil, and you gotta feel
they're
good
seeing
when you're
this as well.
Yeah, they're seeing it, and Skral is their only hope now for Russia to take this pick back for them. Massive opportunity for Brazil. You don't want to start shaking now because there it is, the chance you've been looking for to tie it up 4-4.
Brazil locking in on Russia's free mod 1 pick. Russia has won all the free mods so far.
And look at Brazil's performance, still a triple FC, 299% scores, and now a huge 500k lead. I think it's already too late. And Shug is going to drop a bit of accuracy, but still maintains the combo.
Nice save there.
Yeah, nice save. And man, Hansamy drops again, but what is this performance from Brazil? They're just crushing this right now.
They completely locked in for this one.
Are we going to see it? Nah, man, there's no way. There's no way.
On the opponent's pick.
On the opponent's pick. Wait, 3 million score. They get it. The triple FC. How about that? 3 million score on that Fremont 1 map. And that pick completely backfiring from Russia. And Brazil, they can be proud of this one. What a performance.
And they have just turned this into a match. We are 4-4. It's completely tied up now. Brazil took that one breakpoint back.
Yeah, and you gotta start getting happy for the tiebreaker now. Regardless of what happens, only one pick is remaining per team.
And it's gonna be Brazil's pick first. We're basically down to a best of 3 now.
Man, what a clutch performance from Brazil. The triple FC on your opponent's pick when it matters.
They got that full team lock-in.
Yeah, this is one of the highlight scores of this weekend, honestly.
Are we gonna be seeing Brazil going for the DTs now? Gotta imagine. I don't think they would go for those nomads.
I mean, the map they just won wasn't exactly tapping per se. There were streams, but it was definitely more of a flowing map. So, not really gonna be mattering compared to the skill sets required for DT2 and 3. But you still gotta feel this confidence boost when you're crushing the opponent's pick with the triple FC. So, DT2 or 3 might look like a good solution now. I doubt they're gonna go for Nomad 4. And Nomad 3 looks like more of a Russia pick than a Brazil pick, so those double times are at least going to be considered, I think.
Yeah, I think both of those Nomad picks are pretty gamble at this point.
Yeah.
Like, for either team to pick.
And it's going to be double time 2 coming out of Brazil.
The stamina map.
Between the speed and the stamina, they go for the stamina. 207 BPM stamina map. And you look at those accuracies. You look at what Brazil have shown so far is holding better accuracy in the early stages of maps. So if they can get the consistency going through, that might be an interesting pick for them.
If they can bring those accuracies into this map, that's going to be huge. Because this being a very stamina intense map.
Excuse me, go ahead.
Yeah, if all, like, this map is not very mechanically intense for anything except your tapping. So if on top of that stamina, you can act this, that's going to be huge.
Yeah, and I was going to say, I wonder if we're going to see Din for this one, and we are. Ice Shark, Dahushka, and Din, the tapping roster coming out.
Vetoed in.
And Vetoed might be coming in for his first map in this match.
Okay,
Nissan,
new
of course,
players
being a
debuting.
mainstay. Yeah, and maybe Shoot
match.
for this one as well. And, oh man, that's got to be hard on mental. Debuting when you gotta win this point to secure the tiebreaker. I hope it doesn't affect the mental too much, but Vito stepping in. Big moment for him. Nissan, of course, being the mainstay tapping player, and Izzy's actually going to be the third one.
Okay. Vito did actually have a really good score on the double time too in qualifiers for Brazil.
Yeah, I think one of the DT specialists for this Brazilian roster, and Dahushka, Ice Shark, and Din. So, yeah, that Russian roster, of course, those tapping players are all really, really good, but it's also kind of scary for Russia because you're going to have to play this map without Deske and without Skral, who have historically been like those two carries for 3 World Cup rosters for Russia these past few years.
And especially Desuke, that guy has really stepped up for this Russian squad.
Oh yeah, and even today he's been having an amazing match so far. Probably he and Korean Malko being the top performers. We're gonna get in this fifth pick, Brazilian side. Man, that's a danger zone. We're starting to get hyped.
This is where
Ice Shark
is he loading?
Maybe getting the board for this one.
It's probably just the turning client.
Yeah.
Controlling a bit.
We're getting in this map, so we don't know what Ice Shark is doing, but oh, there he is. There he is. And I saw people calling that Ice Shark had great accuracies on this map, and I hope that's Bancho that he didn't find the early miss.
Oh yeah. Still on the 99.
It's still the 99% FC.
And we're getting all like client synced now.
And he caught up, so now it's the Ike battle so far, and that is being won by Brazil on a very slight margin. The double 99. It's only like Din's lower accuracy making a difference so far, but it's excruciatingly close.
What you see on your screen now is basically the whole map. For over 2,000 combo, this is the map.
Oh yeah, I hope you got your street practice maps in before the match started, because this is it.
In actually lowest act right now.
Yeah, that's not something you say every
but
day.
Overall better accuracy Russia.
Yeah, Dahushka and Ice Shark are just crushing this right now, and Izzy also dropped a lot of accuracy, matching Din's drop, but also vetoed. only at 97 when Nissan is the only 99, matching both Dahushka and Ice Shark. Dahushka, look at this accuracy. Was holding to 99.81 before he finds those few hundreds.
Nissan, Ice Shark, Dahushka, high accuracies. Everyone else kind of just holding on to those combos.
At least the aim, like, you don't really, like, miss-aim anything on this map. It's really, really tapping hand working here. Vitoed actually going to find the first miss and a lot of act drops as well. So now you're hoping to see a miss on the Russian side, but they're looking so comfortable in this.
We got the longest stream in the map now, and there's going to be a stop right after this stream. We'll see if anyone gets caught up by that.
Yeah, careful. Izzy's dropping a bit of accuracy, tanking Ice Shark and Nissan are going to trade the highest accuracies. Now it's Dahushka and Din against only Izzy.
The high performer for Brazil, Nissan, is down.
Yeah, now you're really counting on Izzy's score, but with that lower accuracy, it's going to be harder as Rush are starting to get away with this. Both Din and Dahushka doing the job. Dahushka still above 99% accuracy, just crushing this map right now.
And look at that score lead. They are completely taken over.
Yeah, unless someone finds like a chain miss on the tapping, and Nissan's going to find another miss on nothing.
Oh dear. Looking like a bit of a tragedy for Brazil, this one.
Yeah, it's not even a bad performance on Brazil as Vitoed is recovering, and Izzy is still full comboing, but those accuracies on Rush are making such a difference, as well as the extra full combo.
They just took the break point away, and now they're conceding a new one.
I wonder if after that, Russia wants to go toward DT3.
Yeah, I really couldn't tell what they're going to go for next.
And as we're getting in the final sections of this map, Dahushka still 99% accuracy, as well as Ice Shark despite the miss. And Din also full comboing. Oh no, actually he did miss, sorry.
Yeah,
Izzy also...
Izzy and Dahushka.
Yeah, Izzy doing everything he could, but unfortunately not enough with those extra Brazilian misses on both Nissan and Vitoed, and the double's going to claim Nissan's combo once again.
I see Izzy double tapping. I see you.
Yeah, and unfortunately not quite enough for Brazil in the final pick, so now they're going to be hoping to get an extra big point to push it to tiebreaker, but amazing performances on the side of Russia with double 99% accuracies on Ice Shark and Dahushka. Dahushka getting the full combo and the one miss on Din as well. 946k. Really dominant score for Russia.
Nice score, Dahushka. I don't see the number. Russia taking the break point now, and it's their pick. Their final pick.
And now, chat, maybe it's time to start hyping the tiebreaker.
I mean, quite the mountain. It's going to be Brazil who have to take one back now.
Yeah, Brazil backs to the wall with their opponent's final pick being the only solution to push this tiebreaker. I really, really want to see this tiebreaker. I love this song so much.
Man, surely at least one tiebreaker, right?
Yeah, on the first weekend, that would be great. So, no mod 3, no mod 4, DT3. Those are the options for Team Russia.
If I was Russia, I'm leaning a bit more towards the no mod maps.
Really? Because, I mean, after what happened, you would consider this DT3, and
DT3
there it is.
Instead.
I was going to say, you just crushed a tapping pick, and of course it's a very different type of tapping. We're going from stamina to speed, but still, Russia took both no mod 2 and DT2 in this match, so it's got to be a confidence boost on those tapping requirements.
I mean, fair enough. Russia have won the DT2 and the no mod 2, both of the speedier maps. Or more speed player type maps. They're going to be looking at the DT3 just based off of winning those two maps.
Yeah, and if you're
You see it making sense.
If you're a Brazilian fan, you're really hoping that they can make something happen on this final pick, as Vitoed is going to stay in, Nissan is going to stay in. Probably going to see either Izzy or Shuk as the third player for this map, and on the side of Russia, Deske is going to show up once again, and Ice Shark probably going to step in, being the mainstay for those tapping maps, and either Din or Dahushka.
Out of these speed maps, this one is the highest BPM. You really want your speed players locking in for this one now.
Actually, it's going to be Korean Malko as the third player for Brazil. And I mean, he's been the best player on their team so far, so might as well bring in your carry. And
so long as he's fine with this BPM, the bursts aren't all that long.
that's actually going to be the core roster fully for Brazil, as Izzy steps in as well. And Daisuke coming back in the roster for Russia, so both teams bring in their best players.
Yahushka out, Daisuke in. Otherwise the same for Russia.
Man, this is tense. This is tense. Do or die now for Brazil.
This is what it comes down to. Do or die Brazil.
It comes down to this very short, speedy map.
By Nick, the host himself.
You gotta really have your fingers crossed for this tiebreaker if you want to see this hype matchup going all the way. As we get through this intro, so far the accuracy being on Russia's side, and those first bursts not claiming anyone yet. And the scores flickering, the accuracies are very, very close. And Ice Shark is maybe the first one to miss. Had a really good performance so far today, but gonna be traded by Nissan. And Daisuke is gonna miss. Yeah, Daisuke is gonna miss as well. Now the opportunity there, despite the low accuracy on Izzy, still holding on the combo, and the 99% on Korean Maliko against Justin.
Combo is king.
Is it gonna happen?
The combo.
It's still close because Izzy is really tanking his accuracy, doing everything he can to hold on this combo.
If Izzy breaks at all here, his score is pretty much locked. He's not going to be
close, man. It's only 100k. It could swing by so fast if somebody misses. And Din is going to miss.
Din is going to break. There's no FC.
Din is going to miss. Are we going to see it? Are we going to see the tiebreaker, the first tiebreaker of the 3-digit World Cup 2025? And Korean Maliko still holding on this great accuracy. Now the opportunity for Brazil to push it back to tiebreaker.
They have done it. Brazil took another break. They're going to be taking another break point back. Off the performances from Korean Maliko and Izzy. Izzy with that combo game, locking in.
Oh my god, Izzy, 93% still comboing, and let's not mention even Korean Maliko once again FCing a map in this match. How many has he FC'd? I don't even remember.
He's really stepping up for this Brazilian squad.
And Nissan even recovering, and Izzy missed.
FCing.
Yeah, Izzy missed right at the end, but it's not going to matter. They did it. They take another break point, and they push it to tiebreaker. Ladies and gentlemen, the first tiebreaker of 3-digit World Cup 2025. Brazil against Russia in the round of 16.
This matchup did seem very close on paper, and it's proving to be so. Tiebreaker time. Tiebreaker is Usao. It's just Usao.
Usao, Ultimate Hyper Mega Mix. So the basically aim tech consistency tiebreaker.
Exactly.
Such a banger, man. I love it. You love to see it.
You're basically hearing how many Usao songs are in this? I don't know.
I don't know. It's like a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of them. I love this mix so much. It's like one of those very first maps I downloaded when I discovered the game. Oh man, so hyped. So hyped, so tense. You bet you're gonna see those three core players on the side of Brazil once again. Korean Maliko, Nissan, Izzy. Skral is definitely gonna step back in for this one. I think Daisuke probably gonna be in as well.
Yeah, it's gotta be especially Daisuke and Korean Maliko for both of their teams. Those two have been the key players. Other than that, I think it's gonna be, it should be Handsome Me for Russia, and then Scroll maybe? He's in the lobby at least.
Yeah, and you get a lot of aim requirement on this map, and you gotta think about Brazil's Nomad 1 performance.
Yeah, do they just bring out the same Nomad 1 lineup?
Yeah.
There's Nissan. And there's Izzy.
Both teams had really, really solid performances, and it looks like Hansumi is going to be the third player for Russia.
We have seen these 6 players in this lobby quite a bit, and we're going to be seeing them one more time for the tiebreaker.
Do you think anybody takes a mod on this tiebreaker?
I mean, purely, sure, it just comes down to comfort. Pretty sure if you're just you want to see your approach circles, you're just gonna stay Nomad.
This is it. First tiebreaker of the year for this 3-digit World Cup tournament, and
here we go, players are ready. Good
4
luck
break
in
points
chat.
total in this match.
Oh yeah.
And there we go. Izzy, Korean Malco, Nissan
All
against
nomads.
Hansumi, Skrull, and Desuke. All Nomad. And this is a long 5-minute map. Here we go.
5 minutes of pure consistency.
Consistency bangers with Usao Megamix. Here we go. In this first section, so far the accuracy is basically matching. Skrull dropping a few hundreds there in this intro section. Man, I am so happy. I knew this match had potential to go to TV.
This is what you wanted to see from this match.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
Players.
And Skrull's going to find the first miss.
A lot of early breaks for
followed
Russia.
up by
Two
Hansumi.
players.
The early advantage for Brazil so far. Nissan is going to train one of these. Slider section claiming Hansumi once again.
2 FCs, 2-1. Brazil, slight lead early on.
See those recurring themes of
Izzy.
with low actually missing now actually in Izzy, and it's only once again Desuke and Korean Maluko. Who else? The 2 star players of this matchup. Going off
are
this
actually
tiebreaker.
like pretty even overall. It's
Yeah.
Korean and Desuke, the 2 high performance for both teams.
And there's a very slight combo lead in the favor of Russia, with Skrull having this higher combo compared to Nissan, but it's very, very slight. There's about 100 combo difference as well between Izzy and Hansumi. Very, very slight lead. It's a 10k lead on this tiebreaker for Brazil so far as we're reaching the end of the first third of the map. A bit of a slow down 3 combo section before we hit the next brutal section.
A recovery for one player at least for the side of Russia. Skrull is kind of being matched by Nissan. Korea.
Oh my God!
Okay, no
the
full
double-
combos left.
The double reset on Desuke and Korean Maluko, but Izzy missed as well, so now it's a combo advantage in favor of Russia with Hansumi and that slightly bigger recovery on the side of Skrull compared to Nissan.
For Brazil, it's a lot of your hopes are now left in Nissan.
And those streams being hit by both Skrull and Nissan, and Hansumi's
Goes
gonna miss. Oh my god, it's just Skrull and Nissan right now in this section. And Desuke's gonna miss once
recoveries.
again. It is so close!
Desuke and Korean Maluko resetting again.
And oh, Nissan is gonna be the first one.
First.
And Skrull, when it matters, stepping up and is gonna inch this lead slightly towards Russia, and as long as he holds, it's gonna keep growing. And those Buzz Sliders not claiming his combo is now reaching the big slider section. Still
Slider
holding.
jumps.
Nissan, Skrull is gonna slider break.
The score lead is only by about 28,000, and it's kind of sustained there.
My god, I can barely speak. I can barely cast this right now. This is so tense. It's a 25k difference between these teams. The slightly bigger recovery on the side of Brazil. Sorry.
Yeah, slightly bigger recoveries, but it's fairly equal even still. It's score lead slowly going towards Brazil. Nissan not going to be finding a recovery here, and
Izzy's gonna break. You want to see one of those Russian recoveries break if you're Brazil. It's only Korean Malco gets both Desuke and Hansumi recovering, as well as Skrull with the 300 combo now.
We are getting into the last quarter of this map.
Yeah,
Better recoveries for Russia no longer.
Hansumi is traded by Korean Malco.
There's the one
And
player
Skrull.
for Brazil you don't want to see break. It's
And
Desuke.
When it matters the most, the carry of this match for Russia, sorry, Desuke, the best performing player with a 700 combo. Hansumi's going to miss once again, but it's now a 60k lead, and as long as Desuke holds, we're
one
reaching
who
the
has-
final quarter.
One who's really stepped up for Russia, Desuke, stepping up again.
Buzz sliders stream, and
And he's
triple
the one who
reset for
survives.
Brazil, and you got to start feeling like it's a bit over now, because Desuke is not letting this one go.
The key player surviving for Russia. And Izzy will be resetting as well. I think Desuke's done it for his team here. Stepping
Valiant
up
effort.
yet again.
Yeah, it's a valiant effort from Brazil, especially Korean Maluko, but Desuke, when it mattered the most, look at him shred this ending. Everybody's missing. It's a full lobby reset, except for Desuke now crossing 1,000 combo.
Nobody in the lobby matching Desuke here with that score. Going past 500k now.
And just to put the exclamation mark on this one, he also has the highest accuracy in the lobby, tied up with Korean Maluko.
The
And
key
now
player
we're
for
hitting-
Russia doing it.
we're hitting the slower section at the end, so it's basically done now. It's inched up to 180k difference, only
Man.
thanks to Desuke's combo. What a performance!
It went to the wire, down to the wire on the tiebreaker.
Man, match of the weekend.
For sure.
What a great match it has been. We have seen 4 breakpoints, 3-way FCs, a tiebreaker, and to finish it off, the star performance, the 1 miss score on this tiebreaker for Desuke. What did he do, man? And 2 miss on Skrull as well. Man, Russia earned this, and this is the start of the redemption we were talking about.
And this was an upset on paper.
Yeah,
Russia being the lower seed.
Seed 11 against Seed 6. It goes to Russia. Second upset of the week. We also saw earlier Romania upsetting 6-1 Team Chile. So, already full of surprises this year. This is why I love this tournament so much. You see so many upsets, so many surprises, and the star performances like today with Desuke and Korean Maliko. These 2 players gave it their all, but it was this Russia triumph today, so we can only congratulate them for this star performance.
Yeah, this one being pretty important for Russia. They do not want to repeat that 0-2 from last year, despite looking like one of the better teams in the tournament. They will at least be going 1-0 into the quarterfinal stage.
Yeah, and maybe this is the year for Russia to finally start shining again and, you know, put those underperformances in the past, because they had a brutal first opponent in this tournament and they made it work on the tiebreaker, and Desuke especially showing that he's here to play and do it in style.
Exactly. And that will be it for this match. Before we leave, I want to remind you all, check out the sponsors, Wooting for their high-quality keyboards, and Acrid for the affordable tablet covers, EU only. Exclamation sponsors for those. Also, if you want to donate to the prize pool of 3WC, you can do so by typing exclamation donate and get a banner and support your favorite team. I've been Nev.
And I've been Subarurima. Nev, it's been such a pleasure. Such a pleasure to cast this match with you.
Likewise. We'll be seeing you again some other matches for sure.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. And for the following matches, the next ones will be at 20 UTC if I'm not mistaken.
I do not have the schedule.
Yeah, 20 UTC, both Poland versus Canada and United States versus Austria-Hungary. So stay tuned for these ones.
Thank you for watching. See you next time.
See you next time.